Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. We are talking about all things Hotshot trucking, and today we had a special request. Somebody asked me if I could talk about insurance and all things involved in insurance. So I'm not saying that this is the right way to do things. I'm just saying that this is what we did and how we got started with our commercial insurance. Okay, so the first thing we did was we found an insurance agency. So the agency will be able to shop around for you to all these different insurance companies. They can shop, get quotes for you, compare the quotes, and give you the best one that fits your company. Okay, so I definitely encourage you guys to do your research on your insurance agency. Make sure that they've done commercial insurance before. Commercial insurance is very different from regular car insurance. So make sure that they know what they're talking about. Make sure that they have a good reputation. So just do a little bit of research before you sign up with them. But our friend kind of referred this agency to us, so he had all good things to say about them, so we went ahead and ran with them. So to get started, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to give them the VIN, the year, make, and model of your truck, your trailer, if you want trailer interchange. If you own your trailer, you can add your trailer onto your policy, or if you don't own a trailer or you're renting a trailer, you can have trailer interchange, and that just means that you can trade out trailers on the back of your truck, and each and every trailer will be covered. Okay, so that's first. Second, they'll shop around for you and they will give you the best quote that fits your company, and then you'll go ahead and choose from there. Okay, so our quote, the quote that we got, was $4,000, which I know seems like so much, which it is, but it's just to get started. So it's $4,000 down payment. And so what you can do, and this is what we did, we have a factoring company, and a factoring company is a company that, as you do loads, normally shipping companies pay between 30 to 90 days to pay you, okay? And what the factoring company will do is they will pay you up front and the next day for a small percentage, okay? So, and then they will wait the 30 to 90 days to get the actual payment from the shipper that you did for that load, okay? So some factoring companies have a wide range of fees, a wide range of percentages. So there's from the bottom of the barrel, there's 2.5% some factoring companies charge, so 2.5% of the load, and then they give you the payment the very next day, and then they'll wait for them to get the actual full payment from the shipping company. And then there's other companies that charge up to 4%, 5%. There's some companies that have fees like ACH fees, wire transfer fees, they have invoice fees. There's all kinds of fees. So make sure that when you're choosing your factoring company, that you make sure that you're choosing the right one that fits for you. Okay, so how we chose our factoring company is when we started our trucking company, you know, it's public information. And so one of the agents from the factoring company actually came to our place of business because he seen that we were right down the street. And so when he came, we discussed everything, and we liked the fact that he was right down the street and that he was so accessible. You know, we could go to his office and sit down and talk about anything. So it was kind of important to us that they were right down the street so we can go and see them, because these are the people that are giving you your money, you know, every day. So we wanted them to be close. Now there are bigger companies out there that might charge smaller, because the company that we are with is 4%, but we did like the fact that they were right close by, because sometimes you have to send in original BOLs, and instead of mailing it in, we can just go to the office and drop it off. So that's kind of what we chose. So make sure that you choose the right factoring company for you. I know that there are a lot of better percentages out there, like 3.5, 3%. So just choose the right one for you. But what your factoring company can do for you is they can actually put down half of your down payment. So our down payment was $4,000 for our insurance company, and our factoring company put down $2,000, and then we put $2,000 down. And what they'll do is they will take, or they'll say, we're going to take $250 out of each load until your $2,000 is paid up, or we actually requested to only take $100 out. I know the bigger companies, I don't know if they're flexible, but our factoring company is a smaller factoring company, and so they were flexible enough to take $250 initially from each load, and then we wanted more money in our pocket, so we requested that they only take $100 until the rest of the $2,000 was paid off, and they actually agreed to it. So I think that's one of the benefits of getting with a smaller company, is that they are more flexible to work with you than the other bigger companies. I know that they have some pretty set policies in there, but so they did pay half of the down payment. They started taking $250 out of each load, and then we requested to bump down to $100, and they took the rest of the $100 out of the $2,000, and I think we were done in about 10 to 15 loads or so. And then after that, then they just pay you the regular 4% that from each load after that. So that's one thing that I would suggest. If you are looking for a factoring company, I would definitely get with a factoring company anyways, just because you can get paid right away. But if you are, if you have some capital to work with, maybe you guys can wait the 30 to 90 days to get paid. But in our situation, we needed our money right then and there. So we chose a factoring company to go with, and we get paid the very next day. And sometimes when we're low on gas or something and we need a wire transfer, they will wire it to you the same day too. Okay, so just to talk about insurance a little bit more, I think the minimum for the FMCSA is you have to have a minimum of $100,000 for cargo and then $1 million for liability. Okay, that's the minimum. Now you can go higher than that. I know some shipping companies actually request more, like $500,000 for cargo. It just depends on what the item is that you're shipping. But the basis, or the basic low, like, commercial insurance that you should get, that you have to get, is $100,000 cargo and then $1 million liability. So just make sure that when you do your insurance, and your insurance agency should know this, and they will set you up right. That's why I suggest getting with an agency, because they should know all things commercial insurance and they can lead you in the right direction. Okay, but that's pretty much it as far as what we did for our insurance and how we got started. But when you are with your agency, make sure that that they respond really fast, because when I'm booking my loads, some brokers ask me to send over a COI, which is like a certificate holder. So they will ask that you put their name, their company's name, in the bottom of your certificate, just to say that they are insured just for that load. So what they'll do is your insurance certificate will look like this, and then when you get in contact with your agency, they can insert the shipper's name and address and phone and fax, and they can be the certificate holder just for that specific load. Okay, so make sure when you're working with your agency that your agency is working fast, because sometimes when I'm filling out contracts, I need them to respond immediately. I need them to send me over a certificate holder immediately so I can go ahead and fill out the contracts for the broker and get the rate con as soon as possible. So if you're working with an agency that's not really responding fast enough, I probably would suggest getting with a different company, because this trucking business goes so fast and we need people who are on top of their emails, because I directly talk to them via email. So I don't really call them too much, but my insurance agency does a really good job of getting back to me within 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm able to get those contracts sent off to the broker really fast, and I'm able to get my rate con back fast. So that's all things that I know about insurance. If there's anything that you guys want to add, please comment below, and definitely you guys know what to do. Click like and click subscribe, and let's talk.